Ghostbusters, we're ready to believe you!
Hey YouTube, I'm Zach Nanimus.
And I'm Jeremy.
And we're the Collectors Agency. And today we are talking about something that, it's from our childhood. That's Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters had a new movie. Not everybody liked it, but most of the fallouts died down from that. So I think it's okay to kind of talk about it right now. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, in the wake of the new Ghostbusters film, they actually, and let me pull most of these out of here. One of the things that we got with the new Ghostbusters film is actually some of the classic Ghostbusters in this this beautiful little Build-A-Figure set. If you take a look at the back, this is the Build-A-Figure that it will make, and that's, of course, the Ghostbusters logo with Stan. Cool thing about this thing is that it will glow in the dark if you leave it to its own devices or, charge it up throughout the day. You'll probably have this in some sort of ghost-busting shrine on your wall. I know that's what I do. And also, gives you a little preview. Some of the other Ghostbusters, of course, you've got Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon Spengler, and the Cheshire Cat. What I would like to do is, this is actually Ray Stantz, but we've got them all. I want to open up my favorite Ghostbuster, Egon Spengler, as played by Harold Ramis. He comes with, what is that, like a little ghost poo? I think he's got a little ghost poo he comes with. One thing I like about these collector's edition stuff is that they're actually great for unboxing because they are easy to unbox without destroying the packaging, and I'm going to do my best. Before we started, we cut away some of the tape, stuff like that. Open this up. That exposes this seam. Then I can pull the figure out sideways, and like most modern figures, it's stuck in kind of a little vacuum form seal. There's a few assets that actually need to be cut off in the back. Okay, so we got those cut off, and as you can see, it does relatively little to alter the packaging. And we can really just pop him out. This is pretty heavy-duty plastic. Push the head out first. Yeah, it's gonna be on a little bit of a little ball joint there. You want to make sure the head doesn't fall off. And there we have a one Mr. Egon Spengler, engineer to the Ghostbusters. And you can see there's a lot of great detail on these figures. This actually isn't the big deluxe set. There is another set of Ghostbusters out there that are actually better. They look a little bit more like the actors, but these are still really good, and still really good for the price point. If we take a look, you see there's good articulation in the arm, and double articulation in the leg. Bend that knee a little bit. Look at that. He's a dancer! And even in the ankle. And, just little details like that. When I was watching the movie, I was actually watching Ghostbusters 2, like, just a few days ago. Oh, look at that flexion in the hip. These are, like, action figures. And I believe that the hip itself rotates as well. And, of course, everything that you'd expect in the arm and stuff like that. Really classic as far as, like, good articulated toys are concerned, while still being just a really great sculpt. Really accurate, movie accurate on the pack, stuff like that. Everything looks great. Yeah, you can even see, what is that? It says Spengler. You can see it right there. And it's spelled right. Something you don't normally get. Very accurate. This little tube, if anybody at home knows what this clear plastic tube is, that is in the movie. That's all part of it.
Yeah, I was really interested to see that too, because I remember watching the movie and always wondering what exactly that did for them. And then to see the clear tube on the action figure was really cool. It's a cool little detail that they threw in there, which is really impressive.
My buddy Andy, who is he's a 501st Star Wars cosplayer. He goes through a lot of military surplus, sort of costuming elements, stuff like that. He said that this is actually on some Air Force jumpsuits. So it was probably just based off of the stuff that they bought. It was probably just there, and they just included it.
Oh, I'm sure the straps and the back of the proton packs are actually an old Army Alice pack. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a Vietnam through Desert Storm era rucksack frame.
Yeah, but forget about that. We need the rest of the Ghostbusters. Now, obviously, these all these characters together, they're very similar as far as unboxing is concerned, so you're going to want to do the same process. You can be as careful with them as you like, or you can just rip that up. We're going to put them back in the box, but once again, that's something that's totally doable with the way they were packaged. And here are all the Ghostbusters together, including Mr. Poop himself, the ghost with the most. In fact, let's go and kill those lights. Oh, good. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Ghostbusting equipment. Okay. And as you can see, all of these figures, just so much detail. It could be that they have the same sculpt for the body. I'm not 100% on that one. Actually, I don't think so, because as you can see, this Venkman, he's a little bit more casual. He doesn't have his ghost-busting flight suit tucked into his boots. And Ray Stantz also looks really good. All the same details. All camera accurate as far as the ghost-busting equipment. And, of course, Winston Zeddemore.
Winston!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Build-A-Figure Ghostbusters Classic, or Ghostbusters Classic set. Really big fan of these sculpts, really big fan of these toys. Something that we didn't take out because it can be a little bit more damaging to the package is that they do come with an inlay that's a diorama. Take a look at the back of this packaging. You see a cityscape that's covered in ectoplasm and lightning and stuff like that. That inlay comes out, you know, if you don't like to keep them in the box. Me personally, I like to keep them in the box. Definitely recommend for this one. Excellent bang for your buck. They go for about $20. I'd snap them up before they start appreciating in value, honestly, because they're just solid figures. And that's all I really got to say about that. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, you'll be able to find some other videos down there at the bottom, and you can subscribe with our link up at the top. Until next time, I'm Zach Nanimus.
I'm Jeremy.
Saying, bye.
Picking up and dropping off.